Hello again. So yesterday we created our first component. So what we already done today is what we call JSX. Okay, we can see in our file. Name of the file is app.jsx. So what we have done so far is basically creating JSX file. Now I want to introduce you to attribute in JSX because there is something a little different between the JSX attribute and regular HTML attribute. So let's let me show you what's different. So for example, let me show you about showing for example, we create label and input in here. See, every time we create a label for an input field, we used to put for in here in regular HTML, right? Because we need to appoint our label to the input with the same ID. But in React JSX, we need to put it HTML4 instead of 4. For example, I will put the HTML4 search. Okay, I will make the label for search, and then I will put an input with ID of search like this. Okay. Another example, if I want to put a class in our heading, instead of we put just class here like the regular HTML attribute, I will put class name instead because in JSX we should use class name instead of class. For example, I will put this grid. Okay. And for the complete attribute name in JSX, you can see it in the React documentation. But what I want to tell you is that every attribute name in JSX, it will be put in a camel case. Okay, every HTML attribute in JSX, it should be put in a camel case typing. Okay, and another thing I want to show you why is attribute in JSX should be put it like this. Why not using just a regular HTML attribute like class or for? Why should we put it with class name HTML4? So it is because JSX itself, it is built on top of JavaScript. Okay, as we already know, in JavaScript we already class. We already have class to create a class in JavaScript, or we already for in JavaScript to create a for loop, something like this, right? So the creator of React cannot use for or a class to be a name of an attribute in JSX since the name of class or for has been used in vanilla JavaScript. That is why the attribute in JSX, HTML JSX, should be put it like this. But I'm pretty sure you will uh, know it soon enough, since the name of the attribute is pretty easy for us to remember. And if you don't know, you don't need to remember it all. You can see it in the React documentation. Okay. So I want to show you something. So in JSX, in JSX, there is cursor. So where is store? Okay. So I want to make a diagram for you how the SJS being rendered to HTML. So this is the SJS, okay, step that we have been working so far. So we have JSX code in here. For example, a class name, class. Okay, it will be then being rendered in JavaScript. JavaScript. It will render the class name, and it will be then converted to HTML, and it will become a class. So let me show you. If I save this and then running our app, let's see. Check our page. See, our label will become 4 instead of HTML4, and our class name will be rendered to class instead of class. Okay, so behind the scene, the browser will be render the JSX into JavaScript, and JavaScript will work to render the class name attribute into class. Okay, that is all what I want to show you. So there is another example I want to show you again. Actually, if we want to render something more dynamic, like an object or a function, we can do it too in JSX file. Okay, so uh, we can render everything, not only a single variable like this. For example, let me try to create a welcome greeting here. Okay, I will create an object with the key of greeting. Let's say hi, and name hi John. Okay, no problem. To call this object, we can call it like this. First, we need to enclose everything that we want to dynamically call in React JSX. We should be enclose it in curly braces, and to create to call the object, let's call the variable name first. This is welcome greeting. welcome greeting, and then press dot and choose the value, the key welcome greeting. Space and close it again in curly braces. Call the variable name dot and choose the key again. Alright, let's see what we got. John, but the hi is, oh, I'm sorry, I got a typo here. So yeah, I will. Hi John. Alright, and also we can put a function here to be called later. For example, get greeting. Uh, how about we put some parameter here, and let's just return our typo, and we can call it in here something like this. For example, hello, and we can call our function by by enclosing it in curly braces, just as I said. Every time we want to call a dynamic input, we should enclose it in a curly braces. We call our function get greeting. Hello John. Okay, let's see. All right, great. We already put our component into something more dynamic. By the way, it's just a little example that what can you do with JSX. Okay, next time we will try to set up linting in our project, because linting is important to become a professional developer. We will put linting using ESLint in our project, and I will show you how to set it up in a with scaffolding project. We'll put the configuration in here. Okay, see you next time, the next video. If you find my videos are useful, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.